happening, y'all? Jinsula here, and I am extremely tired because for the last couple of days I've actually been in Hawaii, and it's mainly because of a wedding that I was attending. And yeah, I am extremely jet lagged and I'm just hammering through it. So today I wanted to talk about this simply groundbreaking event. I've already talked about this event before in a previous video, but I kind of wanted to share some tips regarding this event and also emphasize the importance of this event, especially in relation to the Wild Area event happening later this month. I really do think that when it comes to this simply groundbreaking event, it's one you will definitely not want to miss out on, and the specific reason for that is because of the Dynamax Pokemon that you're going to be getting. This is going to be the first event of its kind. It's going to feature the debut of Dynamax Drillbur, and a lot of players are actually looking forward to this event along with myself. And yeah, I'm actually thinking that this is something that's going to be really good for Pokemon Go, and it's something that I would like to see Niantic do again and again moving forward. So why is this event so important? Well, it's going to be featuring Drillbur like I mentioned, and Drillbur evolves into Excadrill. And why is that Pokemon so important? Well, later on with the Wild Area event, one of the highlighted Pokemon is going to be Toxtricity, and one of the ways you can get Toxtricity is going to be through max battles. And in order to complete those max battles, you will likely need some of the best counters in your collection. That specifically includes Excadrill. So having a Dynamax Excadrill in your collection is definitely going to allow you to have a much easier time taking down Toxtricity. And I think because of that, a lot of players need to make sure they do not skip out on this weekend. It's a very important Pokemon for later content, and I really like the fact that it does actually connect well with the Wild Area event, because I think for a lot of players, they're looking for something very specific when it comes to max battles. They're looking for some reason to do these max battles, and this is definitely a reason to do it, because if you're going to be participating in the Wild Area Global event, then you will want to make sure you have a couple of these ready, otherwise it's going to be extremely difficult getting the new highlighted Pokemon. Just to recap how this event is going to go down, it's going to be starting this Friday, November 15th at 10 o'clock a.m. local time, and it's going to go until this Sunday, November 17th at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. There's going to be a bonus during this event where you're going to have double the chances of getting Candy XL if you are trainers level 31 and up when you catch Pokemon. And there's going to be the debut of a new Dynamax Pokemon, and that Pokemon is going to be Drillbur. It's going to be featured in 1-star max battles during this event, and it's going to be a very important Pokemon, which I'll get into the reasons why later. Now, during this event, these are going to be the wild encounters. You're going to see Jigglypuff, Diglett, Alolan Diglett, Rhyhorn, Phanpy, Whismur, Kricketot, Woobat, Drillbur, and Noibat in the wild, and you might get lucky enough to encounter Excadrill as well. Now, there's also going to be field research tasks that are going to award you with Drillbur candy along with encounters with Drillbur. That's going to be pretty important if you're looking to collect candies to max out this Pokemon, especially those that you get from max battles. Now, there's also going to be a timed limited research, which is going to award you with Drillbur candy and encounters with Drillbur. It's basically going to be more of the field research tasks that you will be able to get. And one final note, there's unfortunately going to be no tasks that's going to give you Candy XL, even though they stated that it would be originally. This was recently changed, and I think a lot of players are not necessarily caring about it too much, but it is quite unfortunate because for anyone that's trying to max out Excadrill before the Wild Area event, unfortunately, you're not going to get yourself extra Candy XL for this Pokemon from field research tasks. You're going to have to grind it out organically by catching Drillburs all around you. By the time you're watching this video, maybe it has already kicked off and you're starting to see Drillbur max battles all over your area. And if that is the case, then you need to go out and complete those max battles, because getting yourself a high IV of Drillbur in and of itself is really good, considering just how powerful Excadrill is. And the key thing here is that when it comes to these Drillbur max battles, they're not looking to be too difficult. You will be able to solo them if you have the right counters. This includes Pokemon like Sobble and any of its evolutionary lines, and also Squirtle with its evolutionary lines. Both of those are going to be extremely strong against Drillbur. and it's going to allow you to complete multiples of these battles. Now, something else I will say is that these battles are not necessarily going to be worth you spending any money to get max particles. Just do as much as you can with the max particles that you get every single day, and then power up the best IV ones that you get, and then try to max out their max moves as well. You will have maybe about a week to do that before we get the wild area event. So I really do think this is going to be one of those things where players need to take preemptive measures. They need to plan ahead, because if you do not have yourself any Drillburs or Exadrills by the time we get to the wild area event, you're definitely going to struggle. There are certainly other Pokemon that you could use, but I really do think that when it comes to Exadrill, that's going to be your best option. Now, there's going to be other methods for you to get Drillbur this weekend. It's going to be featured in raid battles along with a timed special research, as well as field research tasks, and I do believe it's going to be hatching in eggs as well. So getting yourself Drillbur is not going to be too difficult this weekend, but the problem is those Drillbur are not going to be Dynamax eligible. The only Drillbur that you can Dynamax is going to be the ones that you get from max battles. So that should be where all of your emphasis should be during this weekend. Getting yourself a Dynamax Drillbur is going to be quite important, like I've been saying. So I really do think that for this weekend, you should definitely dedicate some time and go out and complete a couple of max battles. Trust me on this, you're not going to regret it. And I really hope it ends up being something that a lot of players can actually enjoy and find something to do within Pokemon Go, because something that I really noticed when it came to my Hawaii trip, for example, is that aside from going after one specific regional Pokemon, which I'm going to upload a vlog video about my Hawaii trip, so you'll be able to see how that ended up turning out, but I really feel like aside from that, there really wasn't too much to do in Pokemon Go. I wasn't interested in raiding for Lugia, I wasn't interested in doing any max battles. Really, all I did was just log in every day, check to see if the regional Pokemon was nearby, and if it was, I would go for it. And that was pretty much my day. And that is a stark comparison to how I play Pokemon Go at home, where I'm really just grinding for Stardust and there's not much else that I'm really looking for. At this point in my Pokemon Go journey, I'm not necessarily looking for anything too specific. I'm of course trying to fill out my Pokedex here and there, but it's gotten to a point where I'm not desperate to do so. And when it comes to certain content like raiding and max battles and PvP, I'm just simply not interested in it anymore. So I really do think things are going to change with the Simply Groundbreak event. I'm actually very intrigued by it, and I actually do plan to go out and complete a bunch of max battles. So yeah, I'm really glad Niantic is trying out different things, because when it comes to this game, I think one of the big issues that it currently has is stagnation. And anything that Niantic could do to fix that, I'm going to be in full support of it. And this Simply Groundbreak event, I do believe, is just that. But I could be completely wrong here. Maybe it's going to end up being a complete bust of an event. I really do not know how it's all going to pan out. But at the very least, I'm really glad that they're putting in a relevant Dynamax Pokemon in max battles, because imagine if they put in a Pokemon that is not actually going to be useful against Toxtricity, and it would have been a total waste of an event. But thankfully, they actually put in a relevant Pokemon, so I'm totally curious to see how this all ends up being. But yeah, in any case, that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to share my thoughts regarding the Simply Groundbreaking event. Let me know what you think about it down below in the comments, because I would like to know what the community is thinking regarding this event, and Pokemon Go in general, because like I've been saying, I've just been feeling like there's been so much stagnation when it comes to this game, but I totally recognize that my experiences with Pokemon Go are going to be completely different from yours. So if you're feeling something completely different, then I would like to know the reasons why, and make sure you share them down below so that we can have a great discussion. And with that said, thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.